The Onion Router, or Tor, is a network comprising thousands of servers run by volunteers that protects your privacy by hiding your IP address and activities on the internet. The Tor Project was a creation of the state that ended up becoming one of the few effective shields against the state's surveillance. How does it give you back this digital privacy? Normally, when you send out a request for a website, your identity is announced thanks to identifiers called source and destination headers. These mean that the website you're trying to visit knows exactly who you are, as do webmasters, network admins, and foreign intelligence services. But when you use Tor, each time a request leaves your computer, your internet traffic is wrapped in multiple layers of encryption, and it bounces around many different servers in the Tor network before it reaches your final destination. Each server only knows where they got the package from and where they're sending it to. The entry node will see that the request came from you and that they're sending it to a Tor relay. The Tor relay will know that it came from the entry node and that they're sending it to another Tor relay. This process is repeated many times, and each server is randomly selected and decrypts a layer of information on the internet traffic package that tells it where to send the package next, like peeling back layers on the onion one at a time. This technology is called onion routing. These relay servers don't know anything about the traffic that they're bouncing around because it's all encrypted. Tor was designed so that each server is unaware of the full route of the traffic. The gateway knows that you're the one sending a request, but they don't know what the request is because they're not allowed to read it. And the final Tor server, called an exit, knows exactly what's being asked for, but they don't know who's asking for it. It's such a cool tool for privacy that it's almost shocking that it was developed by the government in the mid-90s, by the US Naval Research Laboratory, in fact. But it makes sense that governments need to hide their searches too. However, onion routing wouldn't be too effective if the state was the only one using this system. I wonder where this search query for a nuclear engineer in Pakistan is coming from. It would kind of be a dead giveaway. So in 2003, the Tor Protocol was released to the public, and public use is an essential part of how it works. The traffic of all kinds of users is mixed together, servers are operated by all kinds of people, and using the system is the closest thing we have to digital anonymity. To give perspective of just how revolutionary Tor was, let's look at how the CIA hid their searches prior to Tor. Well, they'd use a specific terminal that was set up to fake the origin of a query before sending it to Google. It would pretend that the search was coming from some fake business located somewhere in America. But first, they needed to invent this fake business. They'd register a fake company, get a physical address for that company, set up a website filled with all kinds of fake information about the company, and they'd rent servers in that company's name that had an encrypted connection to the CIA. Fun fact, most of the fake companies that the CIA created were executive headhunter or personnel services companies. But then, after going to all the trouble of setting up this fake business, the cover would be blown all the time when some researcher would use their personal Facebook account on that same computer. Done researching physicists in Iran? Gonna stalk my ex for a bit. So they'd keep setting up these fake businesses and then having to trash them once their cover was blown. Now the government uses Tor to grant their officers anonymity, but the irony is that by making this system public, they're also granting their adversaries this same anonymity. The fact is, Tor is a neutral tool that is used by all kinds of people, and in the surveillance age, it can give us back the freedom from being observed. Connecting to Tor also allows you to access websites on the dark web, where hidden websites can be hosted and the identity of its participants are kept private. While the dark web is notorious for being a hotbed of illicit, illegal activity, it is also used by whistleblowers, activists, or political dissidents to anonymously distribute information. So how can the average person use this system? It's open sourced and it's free. The easiest way is to download the Tor browser from their website, which automatically routes all your surfing through the Tor network, along with additional protections against browser fingerprinting or behavior-based tracking. While Tor is an amazing tool for protecting protecting your privacy, it has its limitations. Tor only hides your IP address, but does not offer end-to-end encryption, meaning data that is unencrypted will remain transparent when it exits the Tor network. The last server in the route, also known as the exit node, is therefore often the weakest link in Tor and can intercept and read unencrypted traffic. It's therefore important to try as much as possible to use encrypted connections. If you use Tor browser, it'll automatically do this for you. Another drawback is that Tor is slow. As your traffic gets bounced around multiple servers, your connection can only be as fast as the slowest server in the route. This is why using Tor is not suitable for high bandwidth applications such as torrents and video streaming. While Tor hides what you're doing on the internet from your ISP, it doesn't hide the fact that you're using Tor. Tor traffic has a distinct signature that can be identified, and certain countries have used this to block Tor usage. Even where Tor is allowed, the usage of Tor can make you stand out to ISPs or government agencies. If Tor is blocked in your country, this can be circumvented through the use of special servers called bridge relays that are not publicly listed and that can also employ additional tools that scramble the traffic to hide the fact that Tor is being used. While Tor isn't perfect, it remains an important tool to protect our online privacy and keep freedom of expression in a digital age. Tor is for everyone, whether it be journalists, whistleblowers, activists, or just someone who wants to protect their personal data from advertisers and mass surveillance. I've added a link in the description below where you can download the Tor browser, have a play, and let me know what you think. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe, and consider visiting my Cointree page, a crypto donation page, or becoming a member of NBTV to get access to all kinds of exclusive content. Thank you so much for watching.